Hi everyone, welcome to Step Into Yourself Tarot. My name is Savannah. For today, I'm doing a current energies check, and timestamps will be included in the description box. I will see you at your sign. Hey Gemini, hope you are well. For today's reading, I am doing the tarot for a current energies check, getting clarifiers on each section, and then ending with the Path of Shadows Oracle. So let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Can I see current energy for Gemini? Current energy for Gemini. Current energy for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know at the present time? Current energy for Gemini. Gemini at the present time. Almost got mixed up right there. Current energy for Gemini. Messages for the highest good of Gemini at the present time. Let's do one more, Spirit. Messages for the highest good of Gemini at the present time. I just had like a ringing in my ears with your energy. Let's see. Strength. Queen of Wands. Nine of Swords. Stress, anxiety, worry. Strength, Queen of Wands. Let's see. The Lovers. There's you. King of Wands. Okay. So this is obviously, this Queen of Wands is outside of you. And Knight of Pentacles. Pathway. Blueprint. Page of Wands. Nine of Cups. Eight of Swords. So, an overthinking. What would make you happy? Your wish fulfillment. Page of Wands. Whether you want to be open in this particular direction. All right, let's get some clarifiers. I'm going to start off with this section here. Strength, Nine of Swords, Queen of Wands. Can I see Strength, Nine of Swords, Queen of Wands for Gemini? Strength, Nine of Swords, Queen of Wands. So overthinking or anxiety or stress or worry. It's almost like it's either about a person or just about what to do. Let's see. Strength, Queen of Wands, Nine of Swords. One more. Strength, Nine of Swords, Queen of Wands. Hi, Prince. The Page of Swords. Yeah, you're taking a look at it. King of Cups, Two of Pentacles. It's almost like, yeah, that what do I do? I see you have a lot of love for this person, but you're taking a look at your heart space for them, and it's like you almost need to know more. Page of Swords is very small insight. And it's almost like, do I want to juggle this? Okay. And then the Lovers, King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Let's see. The Lovers, King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Do I want to put my passion in this direction? The Lovers can be a major decision. I see there's a lot of anxiety about like dealing with your heart, and understanding your heart for whatever the situation or person is. Yeah, I just saw the Hangman, nine of Cups. Like, is this my wish fulfillment? Show me the Lovers, King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Lovers, King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Yeah, there's a decision that needs to be made. Temperance. Justice. There's a decision that needs to be made on whether you want to heal this, whether you want to bring about justice. This could represent that the decision will be made in Libra season. Justice is Libra. But I think ultimately you want justice for yourself. You want what is fair and correct for you. Page of Wands, Nine of Cups, Eight of Swords, an overthinking of what would make you happy and what do you want to open up to. Eight of Swords is also like not seeing something, but it's because we choose not to, right? On the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith, the Eight of Swords is the individual is bound and they have a blindfold on, and if they would just take off the blindfold, they could see that these swords are not restricting them. And here you're feeling very restricted in terms of like overthinking potentially what brings you happiness and what do you open up your energy to. Show me Page of Wands, Nine of Cups, Eight of Swords. One more. I just keep getting like, is this my wish fulfillment? Is this my happiness? Is this what I want to open my heart up to? I could see it's a strong connection. Page of Wands again. Ace of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Wheel of Fortune. Time has a way of catching up to us, right? Wheel of Fortune. The Ace of Pentacles. Literally, the Ace of Pentacles is an offering for a new beginning, right? It's taken a lot of time for this offering to come through, but I see you looking away from it. I feel like at one point, and I see you looking away from it here as well. Nine of Cups, Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is looking away from wish fulfillment. The Page of Wands is looking away from what is being offered. Perhaps it took a long time for this offer to come in. The opportunity for this new beginning, a new start, possibly healing. But the Page of Wands is looking away from it. It's like, I don't want to look at the opportunity, or possibly you're not seeing it as an opportunity that you want to take. Okay. Maybe it's not representative of the fullness of your heart here. Knight of Cups, and of your vulnerability The moon, the sun and the moon, and then 10 of Swords, an ending. And then there's that King of Wands that you show me you as over here. The Fool, High Priestess, you're listening to yourself. Yeah, I feel like whatever this situation, person, place, or thing is, there's a decision that needs to be made. And what would bring you healing? What would bring you justice? What would bring you balance? And it looks like potentially not accepting this opportunity. Let's see the Path of Shadows Oracle messages. I'm doing 2 cards. Any additional messages for Gemini? 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 This could be a work opportunity. The Lovers, I mean, yes, spiritual soul bond connection, but it also represents you, Gemini, and it represents major decisions. And I'm seeing that Knight of Pentacles, that's pathway. That's the blueprint for our life and the path that we're going to take. And it's like, is my heart in this? Do I want to take this opportunity? Possibly it's taken a long time to come around to you, and it's like, do I want it? Do I want it? Do I want it now with who I am and where I am? Is it right for me? Does it represent my happiness? Does it reflect kind of personal wish fulfillment that I want for myself? All right, one more. Additional messages for Gemini. Additional messages for Gemini. Raven, knowledge, death, and energies. And I saw that 10 of Swords. Knowledge, death, and energies. Yeah, like closing something. Like, this isn't an opportunity I want to take. And it's based on your knowledge. And then crystal ball, intuition, clairvoyance, and focus. Yeah. So not only is it based on your knowledge and your sword energy, but it's also based on your intuition, which I saw in that High Priestess. So it feels like you are making the correct decision for you. All right, Gemini, I hope that this helped you. Take care. Hey, Libra, hope you're doing well. For today, I'm doing a current energies check and then pulling oracles at the end. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, show me, Libra, Spirit, current energy for Libra. Current energy for Libra. Current energy for Libra. Messages for the highest good of Libra at the present time. Messages for the highest good of Libra at the present time. What does Libra need to be aware of or be thinking about at the present time? Messages for the highest good of Libra. Let's do one more. Messages for the highest good of Libra. All right. Libra. Show me that Libra energy. The High Priestess. Intuition. 9 of Wands. 2 of Wands. So I'm seeing some resistance here to a decision. Almost like a resistance of using your intuition to make a decision. 8 of Cups. Emotional detachment. Strength. Five of Cups, yeah. It would take your strength to create a break here and to emotionally detach. Eight of Pentacles. Four of Wands. Knight of Swords. It's like, do I take action towards this relationship? Do I invest in it? But there's the resistance to your High Priestess energy. So I feel like you're not listening to yourself. And I think it's because it would require your strength to emotionally detach and create or prompt an ending. Show me the High Priestess, Nine of Wands, Two of Wands. Show me the High Priestess, Nine of Wands, Two of Wands. High Priestess, Nine of Wands, Two of Wands. One more. High Priestess, Nine of Wands, Two of Wands. It's either you're resisting your intuition or you're resisting making a decision and you're trying to rely on your intuition. Let's see. The Devil. The Moon. Knight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you haven't wanted to tap into your intuition. We have intuition in the Moon energy as well. The Moon are those things that we shove underneath the Moon that we don't want to take a look at. And the Devil is underneath that Moon, which can be codependency. It can be a negative attachment or an unhealthy attachment. It can be patternized, unhealthy behaviors. Knight of Cups, it's like delivering my vulnerability or my heart to this, whatever this is, which I see a relationship under contemplation. Is it an unhealthy pattern of mine? Do I intuitively know that it's unhealthy and not good for me? There's a decision. Two of Wands. So perhaps you're starting to see some of that Moon, right? And over here, it would take your strength to emotionally detach and to break from this. Show me the Eight of Cups, Strength, Five of Cups. I see there's a lot of memories. That's the Five of Cup energy. Feelings of missed opportunity, remorse, grief. One more. Eight of Cups, Strength, Five of Cups. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. Wow, that's a lot of unhappiness. Two of Cups. There's been a lot of feelings of dissatisfaction, sadness, loss, grief within a particular connection, mourning. A lot of unhappiness and dissatisfaction. Knight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Knight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Wands. One more. Knight of Swords, Four of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. King of Wands. The Hierophant. Page of Swords. It's almost like you're showing, I will take action towards connections where there is investment, hard work, effort, and energy and commitment. That is what I will commit myself to. The Hierophant, King of Wands. I don't know what this Page of Swords is. It's like, I think you're gaining insight about what commitment means. Is it just being equal with one another? Because over here, the Two of Cups is attached to a lot of dissatisfaction and grief and loss and mourning. I feel like here you're communicating potentially that I need to take action towards what is best for me, the Hierophant, what is best for my highest good. Page of Swords. I feel like this might be another energy that just has little insight about your highest good. Show me Page of Swords, or they're just looking at you. Just kind of observing. Show me this Page of Swords. One more. Page of Swords for Libra. King of Cups. Seven of Wands. Four of Pentacles. Yeah. King of Cups, Seven of Wands, Four of Pentacles. The King of Cups, they have a lot of love, but they're not the most demonstrative of it. They're not the most expressive. And I feel like that expression of love has been resisted, blocked, held back from. And I feel like you are communicating, I want connections that show investment, the hard work and effort, and I am willing to commit to my vision of what I want. I'm going to put effort towards commitments where there's investment and not the blocking, right? Yeah, judgment. There's the decision and the lesson. Remember how I said the moon, the devil? Is this a patternized thing with you, right? So maybe you have entered into where you perhaps invest more of yourself and your vulnerability and of your heart, and but I think you're starting to rely on your intuition and on your highest self, tapping into your highest self and that strength energy over here. Okay. Any additional messages for Libra? Any additional messages for Libra? One more. Additional messages for Libra. Witch. Beneath the veil of night, my thoughts conjure light. Shining through the darkness, I am magic, burning bright. Yeah, you are magical. It's that King of Wands energy. And your thoughts, that intuitive knowing, your intuitive process, that's what brings light, right? And then fear of failure. The fall keeps repeating on my head, the eternal obstacle between me and the next step. Yeah, that's that devil energy, like repeating patterns. And I see you saying, no, I'm not going to do that. I know what is best for me. I know what I'm looking for in my connections, and what's aligned with my highest good. So I love that. I love that you're stepping out of that devil energy that's underneath your moon, and you're seeing it. You're intuitively seeing it and doing something different about it, right? All right, Libra. I hope that this helped you. Take care. Hey, Aquarius. Hope you're doing well. Today I'm looking at current energies and then getting oracle messages at the end. Let's go ahead and get into your energy. Spirit, can I see messages for the highest good of Aquarius? Messages for the highest good of Aquarius. Can I see messages for Aquarius? Messages for the highest good of Aquarius. Messages for the highest good of Aquarius. Messages for the highest good of Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know at the present time? Let's do one more. What does Aquarius need to know at the present time? Messages for the highest good of Aquarius. King of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Excellent. Page of Swords. Four of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. There's some unhappiness in your stability, in your Ten of Pentacles, in your Tree of Life. You have little insight about it, but you are taking a look at it. Over here, King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, you were on a path towards balance and equal give and take. You felt good about it. Here, something dealing with your Ten of Pentacles, your Tree of Life. This is everything we are connected to. This is family, friends, partners, work, community. There's some unhappiness there that you're looking at. Eight of Cups, emotional detachment. Six of Cups, from a soul bond. The Sun. That's happiness and warmth. It's also illumination. So perhaps in this looking at your Tree of Life, there's an illumination of, I need to emotionally detach from a soul bond. Soul bond can be family, can be friends, can be lovers. We'll see. We'll take a look. All right. Show me the King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. This is really beautiful energy here. You felt good about it. You felt good about putting your effort and energy into it, into this pathway, you felt like everything was balanced, equal give and take. Show me King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. One more. King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. Ten of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. I feel like whatever this path is that you were on, it became hard, confusing, hard to balance. Seven of Swords, it became, there could have potentially been some deceit. Could also be strategy, but I'm really seeing it more as you just didn't see or realize all that was there. And I feel like, yeah, it was confusing. But I feel like you felt good about it. You felt like it was balanced, but it was almost like lying to oneself, right? Seven of Swords, about the balance. And you're trying to learn about, I feel like it's having you take a look at your Tree of Life and everybody that's in it with you. Let me see. Page of Swords, Four of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. One more. Page of Swords, Four of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Six of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Swords. This is beautiful energy. I mean, I think you're you're taking a rest to really gain new clarity about your Ten of Pentacles, because you want to feel confident, you want to feel seen, you want to feel recognized for your efforts, and you're gaining new perspective. You're taking a rest, you're taking a time out to gain that new perspective. The Four of Swords is very quiet and it's an internal process. It's almost like in all these pentacles in my tree of life, where am I seen? Where am I recognized? Where am I valued? Where am I appreciated? And then up in the top, illumination of Six of Cups, Eight of Cups. Connections in that Ten of Pentacles that there's a need to emotionally detach from. Eight of Cups, Six of Cups, the Sun. One more. Eight of Cups, Six of Cups, the Sun. It's almost like over here you're like, I was lying to myself about the path that I was on and how quote unquote great it was. Because there's things needed to be learned about the Ten of Pentacles, your foundation, and all the connections that are in there. Strength, Queen of Swords, Ace of Cups. You're making sense up here of your heart, of love, what love is, what love represents, what does love look like. What kind of love would bring you happiness and warmth and joy? Let me push this a bit further. Three of Pentacles, the Magician, Nine of Cups. There's manifesting teamwork and cooperation and balance. And I feel like there's an emphasis here on equal. So like if my connections are not equal, then they don't represent the kind of love that I desire for myself. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles, the equal give and take. You're saying, I will wait for that. Three of Wands, I will wait for that. Yep. Wow. Okay. So let me see this Eight of Cups. I feel like it's mainly you're just mainly saying if connections in my life do not match up with what I am manifesting for myself, and if it doesn't align with what I believe to be happiness in love, where there's an overflowing of love and an overflowing of care, then I need to emotionally detach. Eight of Cups. Let me see this Eight of Cups. One more. Emotional detachment. One more for, excuse me, Eight of Cups. One more for Eight of Cups. Air signs are really interesting today. A lot about detachment. High Priestess, yeah. The Hierophant. Yeah, you're saying I'm going to commit to my intuition and knowing which connections to emotionally detach from and to block, to resist. Um, I'm going to rely on my intellect. I'm going to rely on my heart. It's going to take my strength, but I really see you looking at that tree of life and everybody that's in it. And you're saying, if it does not match up with what I am manifesting for myself and what I believe I am deserving of, then I will emotionally detach, and it will be an intuitive decision, but it's also going to be one based in logic, Queen of Swords, and it's going to be based in what is for my highest good. So really, I'm seeing your mental process here, which I love. All right, excellent. Way to go, Aquarius. Way to go. Additional messages for Aquarius. Additional messages for Aquarius. One more. Additional messages for Aquarius. Additional messages for Aquarius. Banshee. All I could hear was a warning scream. Ignoring the signs won't make me free. Right here, this segment. Avoidance. Ignoring the signs. Right? That's not going to make you free. And then Jinn, as magic unfolds, a risk as high will arise. Wishes will be granted, but beware the design. Yeah, I feel like, you know, when we bring people into our lives, like, and obviously we have them in our life for a reason, right? And we find value in them. Wishes may be granted, but beware the design. They may not be equal. They may not be aligned with your highest good, right? And I feel like that's what this is speaking to. But I see your mental and intuitive process, and I really feel like you are doing a inventory of all the connections in your tree of life and which ones are representative and reflective of the things that I deserve and which ones are not. And with that, with those ones, I need to emotionally detach. All right, Aquarius, I hope that this helped you. Take care. Hey, Cancer, hope you're doing well. I'm going to take a look at your current energies and then get oracles at the end. Spirit, thank you for presiding over this reading for Cancer. Let me see the current energies for Cancer. Current energies for Cancer. Current energies for Cancer. Current energies for Cancer. One more. Current energies for Cancer. Messages for the highest good. Messages for the highest good of Cancer at the present time. Let's do one more, Spirit. Messages for the highest good of Cancer at the present time. All right, feels good. Messages for the highest good of Cancer. 8 of Wands. 9 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Wow. You're communicating a truth. Standing in your empowerment. Knight of Pentacles, Temperance, Two of Cups. You're on a path towards healing, a connection. Two of Cups. Strength. Knight of Swords. Three of Wands. Looking towards the future. Okay, I need to see what this truth is. Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is resistance or blocking. Let's see this. Eight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. So you are speaking your truth. You're communicating. Let me see. Eight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. One more. Eight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. That's a sharp truth. Let's see. Temperance. Five of Cups. Eight of Swords. You can't see healing. You can't see it. Over here you show me Temperance attached to a Two of Cups and a blueprint towards that. And here you're showing me my truth is that I can't see healing this. Wow. Sharp truth. Let's see this Knight of Pentacles, Temperance, Two of Cups. But it looks like you were on a pathway towards healing. But here you're saying there's a truth. I can't see it. Can't see it happening. Let's see this. Knight of Pentacles, Temperance, Two of Cups. King of Wands, Justice, Four of Pentacles. Yeah, to resist the healing of this is what you feel actually will bring you justice and bring you balance. Wow, it looks like a hard decision for you, but you feel like it's right for you. It's your truth. Someone's strength, Knight of Swords, Three of Wands. I feel like this is communicating. Once again, may take strength. One more. Strength, Knight of Swords, Three of Wands. Strength, Knight of Swords, Three of Wands. Strength again. Three of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there's the break. You're breaking from cooperating and trying to pull things together. There's the ending there. There's a break from it. Ace of Cups, the Hanged Man. Yeah, you've hung upside down and you've looked at your own heart. A love that potentially was being extended to you. And there was a truth revealed to you. Ace of Swords, which you show me here. And then that led to the decision, judgment. Three of Wands, looking towards the future in anticipation. Page of Pentacles. Like, I will invest in that and looking towards the future because I know I will have a passionate new beginning elsewhere. Wow. Okay. Today's reading's very different from yesterday's. Yesterday's, the fire signs were, although they were showing some resistance, they were still willing, they had enough conviction to take action. The earth signs, they had a lot of convictions, but were still in their mental processes and weren't willing to take action. The air signs today, there was a lot of resolve about detaching and leaving situations, which I'm also seeing in yours, Cancer. So we'll see what is to come for the other water signs. It's interesting. Yours is like a mixture of the mental process and then the taking action. One more. Additional messages for Cancer. Additional messages for Cancer. Ghost. In the realm of shadows where memories are our host, the echoes of what is gone still haunts me the most. Yeah, that's that Five of Cups, which you also show me. I thought there was another spot where you showed me that. Maybe not. But that's the Five of Cups energy. The echoes of what is gone still haunts me the most. Like, yeah, I can't see healing this. It's gone. And then Fox, enigma, adaptability, and shape-shifting. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, shape-shifting. You will come out of this and you're pivoting right into, you're looking out on the horizon. Yeah. You're shape-shifting. All right, Cancer. I hope that this helped you. Take care. Hey, Scorpio. Hope you're well. For today's reading, I'm looking at your current energies and then getting oracle messages for you. Spirit, thank you for presiding over this reading for Scorpio. Please show me highest messages for the good of Scorpio at the present time. Can I see messages for the good of Scorpio at the present time? Messages for the highest good of Scorpio at the present time. Let's do one more. Messages for the highest good of Scorpio at the present time. Messages for the highest good of Scorpio at the present time. Strength. Three of Swords. Temperance. Yeah. Takes our strength to heal the wounds of our heart. Ace of Wands. Eight of Wands. Two of Cups. Wow. This is taking action towards a passionate new beginning in love. Ace of Pentacles. Wow. The Sun. High Priestess. Wow, you intuitively know that this opportunity represents your happiness. Wow. This is so beautiful, but I feel like it took you a long time to heal the wounds of your heart and the fear of pain and rejection, rejection in love. It's taken a long time to really tackle the wounding of your heart. But I feel like once you do that, you have a beautiful, brand new beginning, passionate and stable, and it represents joy and warmth and happiness, just pure happiness. All right, let's see strength, 3 of Swords, temperance. This is beautiful energy, Scorpio. Strength, 3 of Swords, temperance. One more. Strength, 3 of Swords, temperance for Scorpio. Justice, Queen of Swords, 3 of Swords. Yeah, making sense of the pain in your heart and healing it and processing it is what has brought karmic justice for you. It's brought you balance. It's allowed you to weigh the scales, right? To balance the scales within yourself. That's beautiful. It's like you're able to make sense of the pain in your heart now. And what is correct for you and what isn't. Right? Processing that pain in your heart allows you to understand what is correct for you and what isn't. Show me Ace of Wands, 8 of Wands, 2 of Cups. Ace of Wands, 8 of Wands, 2 of Cups. Passionate new beginning in love. One more. Ace of Wands, 8 of Wands, 2 of Cups. The World. 10 of Cups. Page of Swords. That's interesting. I feel like you have an observer here. Page of Swords. Or maybe it's just you looking at the closing of cycles, the opening of cycles, the closing of visions that you've had for emotional harmony and connection. Yeah, I feel like this is a reflective point for you. Like some visions I had to close so that I could actually have this new, right? Ace of Wands, 8 of Wands, 2 of Cups. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, the High Priestess. You intuitively know that this opportunity that you're involved with represents the Sun. Happiness, joy, warmth. Show me Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, the High Priestess for Scorpio. Ace of Pentacles, the Sun, the High Priestess for Scorpio. Death. What in the world? I feel like The way that you look at your future has transformed. It's no longer filled with like avoidance. It's no longer filled with deceit. Your vision for your future has transformed. There's this new opportunity, Ace of Pentacles, and it represents the sun. The vision that you had over here, you're just showing me it's transformed, and I'm relying on my intuition to guide me. Yeah, I'm standing in my own empowerment and in my value and my worth. 9 of Pentacles. So your vision of the future has transformed. Yeah. Yeah. The Emperor, Temperance, the Chariot. You're moving towards healing. I feel like you're having a conversation, because then we have the King of Swords here. You show me you as the Queen of Swords. I feel like you're talking about your journey with the Emperor. You've just changed so much. The Hermit. A lot of healing. I feel like you're having this conversation. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. Your idea for the future has transformed for your future. One more. Further messages for Scorpio. Good job. A lot of healing in here. And that shows when you do the work, right? Gorgon, the monster they feared, now I've become, still seeking for revenge for my cold heart of stone. I feel like that was before, but you've healed that, right? And then Vampire, in the night's embrace where desires ignite, my hunger keeps consuming all in sight. That's the Ace of Wands energy. My hungers, you have hunger, right? And your idea of the vision for your future has shifted. It's transformed because of that hunger within you and you understanding it, right? And you understanding what is correct for you. All right, Scorpio, I hope that this helped you. Take care. Hey Pisces, hope you are well. For today's reading, I'm looking at current energies and then getting oracle messages at the end. All right, let's tap into Pisces energy. Messages for the good of Pisces at the current time. What should Pisces be aware of? Show me current energies for Pisces. Current energies for Pisces. Current energy for Pisces. Current energy for Pisces. Messages for the highest good of Pisces. Messages for the highest good of Pisces. Let's do one more. Messages for the highest good of Pisces. All right, that feels really good. Messages for the highest good of Pisces. Ten of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. King of Swords. So you're taking a pause. Regarding, I feel like, decisive action towards your Ten of Pentacles. That's your tree of life. It's everything you are connected to. Hanged Man energy, like halt. I need to gain new perspective. So this could be your resources, your family, your friends, your partnerships, your lovers, like everything is in the Ten of Pentacles, right? It's everything you are connected to. It's your tree of life. It's your foundation. Hanged Man, I need to halt all activity. I need to gain new perspective. And King of Swords, so I can make correct decisions, right? Knight of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Page of Swords. I feel like you were on a path that you felt very confident and victorious and triumphant in. But perhaps you didn't have as much insight as you thought you did, right? Page of Swords. This is little insight. So there's something to be learned. Knight of Wands. Justice. Judgment. Whoa. You're going to take action towards what is correct, what is just, what is karmic balance. There's lessons attached. Judgment. These are very spiritual concepts. And we have that over here too in the Hanged Man. Wow. You're going to do what is karmically correct, and judgment. All right, let's see this Ten of Pentacles, Hanged Man, King of Swords. Ten of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, King of Swords. I need new perspective on my tree of life, on my foundation, everything that I am connected to, so that I can make appropriate decisions. Ten of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, King of Swords. Let's do two more. Ten of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, King of Swords. Ten of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, King of Swords. The Fool. Four of Wands. Two of Wands. There's a decision to be made regarding taking a leap of faith towards a new beginning. A new relationship. The Fool, Four of Pentacles, or Four of Wands. Two of Wands. You're at a crossroads. It's almost like, do I stick with the tree of life that I have, or do I take a leap of faith towards a new stability, new relationship? Okay. Knight of Pentacles, Six of Wands. The path that you've been on, you felt victorious in. However, there's this Page of Swords here where it's like, maybe you didn't know everything. Maybe you weren't as victorious as you believed yourself to be. Show me Knight of Pentacles. And it's a pathway that you built into over a long period of time. There's more to learn about this. Knight of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Page of Swords. One more. Knight of Pentacles, Six of Wands, Page of Swords. The Devil. Seven of Pentacles and Five of Wands. A lot of internal and external conflict. A lot of slow growth. A lot of stagnant energy. The Devil. Possibly codependency. Unhealthy patterns. Negative attachments. Control. I feel like this Page of Swords, like Spirit is saying, there's more to be learned about the slow growth or top out point and what contributed to it. The Devil, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, internal conflict, external conflict. Like, I feel like Spirit is saying more insight needs to be gained about what contributed to the slow growth, and possibly like a top out point, right? Okay. And then up here, Knight of Wands, Justice, Judgment. Knight of Wands, Justice, Judgment. Knight of Wands, Justice, Judgment. Here I'm seeing a decision or an awakening about taking action and moving towards justice, karmic justice, what is correct for you. Let's see. Knight of Wands, Justice, Judgment. Let's do 2 more. Knight of Wands, Justice, Judgment. Hey. 1 more. Damn. I'm going to do 1 more. I need a clean shuffle, Spirit. Knight of Wands, Justice, Judgment. Knight of Wands, Justice, Judgment. 5 of Swords. A lot of overthinking, deceit, avoidance, holding back. I feel like you're resisting the awakening. You're like, no, I'm going to hold on to the things that I have. I'm going to hold on. I'm going to win at all costs. No matter how much it's lying to myself and living in avoidance, you're resisting it. You're saying, now I'm going to hold on to all my might to what I have. Wow. Seven of Cups, illusion. There's that Knight of Wands. Yeah, you're going to, basically you're saying, I'm going to hold on to what I have. Yeah. Page of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. This pathway that you've been on, you say that is your future. That's your future. Really? The Devil, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. That's your future. That's what you're showing me. And I'm going to look towards that future. What you don't see is that the Tower is going to come in. The Tower is where illusions, delusions come down. Wow. So you're resisting the awakening. You're resisting the lessons. You're resisting the karmic balance and justice that is available to you. That's why Spirit says you need more insight. You need more insight. And it's going to come in the Tower. Divine intervention. The universe has a way of when we don't listen and we continually don't listen, the universe will bring those towers, whether they're internal or external. It's like a dark night of the soul where you're forced to see it. All right. Believe me, I've had many of them. but they're always meant for your highest good. Because this is what you're actually deserving of. Justice, karmic justice, balance, spiritual alignment, internal alignment, emotional alignment. Let's do 2 more. Any other messages for Pisces? 1 more. Any other messages for Pisces? Crystal ball, intuition, clairvoyance, and focus. Yeah, really focus your energy on your intuition. Make sure you're listening to yourself. And owl, wisdom, shadows, deeper truths. Yeah, your intuition will guide you towards those deeper truths that are within you, that exist in your shadow space, that exist under your moon. Really tap into your intuition. Spirit's saying there's something you need to see. Okay? All right, Pisces. I hope that this helped you. Take care.